Hi, and welcome to season 2 of my vlog show. And yes, I have figured out that this is a vlog and not a podcast. But before I begin, I must say that I love Hooters, even after my ordeal with them. And without further ado, let's just jump right into it. My experiences one summer working at Hooters. And to appreciate this fully, you'll need to know that I had an unusually long and painful awkward phase that spanned from about second grade until I was 19. So I'm 19 and I'm still living at home in that limbo of I'm not in high school anymore, but I'm probably not going to go to college. So my parents are like, getting up my ass about getting a job. So I get a job at Hooters, and they tell me that before I can graduate to waiting tables, I have to be a hostess for a month, which works for me because, at 5'1", a buck 35, I was not ready for those shorts yet. Um, so anyway, by the end of the month, they tell me that I have to take Hooters girl classes at headquarters in Clearwater. Yes, classes. And I get to headquarters in the morning. I get out of the car, lock it. I see my keys dangling in the ignition, and my parents have my only spare key, but they're in Virginia on vacation. Great. So I go to the little lady at the front desk, and I ask her if she has a blunt instrument that I can use to, break open my car. And she gives me this masking tape dispenser, so I go outside with it, and I just start bashing it into my window, and I didn't bust the window. It didn't work, so I had to go back all the way back to fucking Clearwater that night with a coat hanger to to get in my car. So anyway, now to the good part of the story. One night, I want to say it was a Friday. We had this new young guy manager on duty, and he was that one boss that you could get away with murder when when they were in charge. So that night was a little bit strange to begin with, and everyone's acting really weird. I go back to the manager's office to ask him something, and he's on the phone, the company phone, looking for weed. At the end of the shift, the manager put on the local radio station, and they were having like the Friday night booty dance, whatever. So these girls are all dancing around while I'm sitting there trying to clean, trying to get out of there. And I'm not sure what brought me into the kitchen at that moment, but I ended up in the kitchen, standing there with my manager, and he says, "This place is a sanctuary." And then he turns around, unzips himself, and proceeds to piss all over the kitchen floor. And I didn't see his penis or anything gross like that. I just, I saw him pissing with his back turned. And I just stood there in mute horror. Like, did that really just happen? Now, I'm normally not a snitch. I don't give a fuck what other people are doing. But when it comes to, like, cleanliness in a restaurant and being sanitary, I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep my mouth shut. So fast forward a few days later, I'm sitting on the patio with the GM and the regional manager, and everyone was afraid of this regional manager because she was she meant business. And I tell her the whole story, and her face just drops. And then she goes, "Is there anything else you'd like to add?" And I said, "Yeah, just one more thing. Your chair at headquarters? Well, he expressed a desire to ejaculate on it." And she tells me that she believes my story, but only because I provided such bizarre details. And then a few days later, he gets fired. In fact, I have the distinct pleasure of watching him take the walk of shame off the property because I was on shift that day and he did not look happy. Um, anyway, the rest of the girls were fucking pissed at me for what I'd done, having gotten rid of the easy manager. So they pretty much ran my ass out of there after that. And about a half hour after I'd been fired from Hooters, I was shaking hands with the wing house manager across the street. And there are quite a few good stories from that job, but that's another vlog, another episode. Once again, thank you for watching.